What's freaking going on, everybody? I'm Weston. I just want to share with you how I was able to pick up a freaking steal. I hope this relates with you, some of you guys, any of you guys that love cars. This is a sick deal. Before I get started, I hope everybody's having a great day. As always, it is Black Friday. I've got a Black Friday steal, it feels like. This is probably the most excited I've ever been on a flip. A lot of people think this is a dumb looking truck, and they really are, to be honest. Don't hate on it, please. It's pretty cool. To me, I love it. It's going to be my baby. I'm going to sell this truck for hopefully at least $3,000 profit. I think I can easily squeeze $3,000 out of it, upwards of $5,000 to $6,000 profit. I'm going to show you in just a second how much they're going for, what I paid, and what I plan to do with it in the process until I go to sell it. This is a super cool video. Stick around, check out what I'm about to show you guys. It is by far the most fun way to make money, in my opinion, doing what I'm doing back and forth. I'm gonna drive this vehicle. I'm gonna register it in my name, and drive it for a little bit, put a little bit of miles on it, play with it. These things are really fast. But anyways, let's get to it. I'm gonna minimize this screen and show you guys. Let's go. Okay, so I got a Ford Lightning. So this is a 2004 Ford Lightning is what I picked up. I'm on Car Gurus right now. I'm going to show you guys what they're going for. But first, I'm going to give you a little information on what I paid for it. Let me go back to this. Let me zoom back out and stick with me. This is pretty cool. So I paid for this Ford Lightning 2004, 110,000 miles. The issue is it lost compression in cylinder 4 is basically what happened. So it has no compression. So the motor has to be rebuilt. Okay, that sounds terrible, but after I did research, I priced a rebuild kit, everything done the correct way, and then the biggest issue is labor. I was fortunately able to take the transmission out myself, or the motor out myself, or I'm going to myself. I'm going to hope that I can keep the transmission connected and pull it out the front. May not have enough room, may have to disconnect the transmission. That's going to save on labor costs. And, maximize profit. If you can't, I still added it up. And, after the rebuild, and if someone pulled it out, rebuilt it, and put it back in my area for this engine, since it's a typical 5.4 engine, it's really nothing special. It's just got a supercharger on it. Very common issue. I will be able to, get this thing. I paid $6,000 for it, and I'll be able to have at max, hopefully, $9,000 in it. Max. So $3,000 on the full rebuild plus labor, and that's if you aren't mechanically inclined. You could still do it this way just by knowing what you have or what you're investing your money in and what it actually is. Is it rare like this truck is? They only made a couple. They only made like 1,700 of the red ones, and 04 is the last year, so it's really desired, and it's an increasing asset now as it's a collector vehicle. But so I'm going to show you what these are going for. So I paid $6. I'm hopefully going to be in it at $9 after a full rebuild. Flawless exterior, flawless interior. Why is this important on something like this? As opposed to a family vehicle? Because it's a collector's truck. So every little dent counts, because the type of person you're going to be selling it to is going to be more picky. They're going to really look at things over. They're going to want this truck to be in show condition. Because it is a quality vehicle. My dog's playing with something. I'm sorry. Sticker, stop. Sorry about that. I'm going to minimize the screen. I'm going to show you what this is going for and, what you can expect to profit from. These vehicles range all over the price range, but again, 110,000 miles, 04, and they only made like 1,700 red SVT Ford Lightnings. So it's really rare. As every day goes on with a truck like this, they get more and more rare. Every time someone wrecks one, they didn't make any more. So we'll just go down here. So here's a 2003 Ford Lightning. They don't look the coolest in my opinion, but they grow on you just because they're rare. I think that helps as well. This has 101,000 miles, so 9,000 miles less. And honestly, this sounds almost like I'm more. I like my truck more, but I don't think you can get one any more clean than the one I have. So I would, we're going to assume that mine's, as clean as you can get. But basically, okay, so this truck's 15.9. So it's almost 16 grand. It's $2,000, over $2,000 below the Car Guru's value, what they've been selling for in the past. It's got 9,000 less miles. So if I'm in at 6, I have so much wiggle room to rebuild this engine. That's actually not a special engine. It doesn't have crazy special components. It's just really got a supercharger stacked on, the typical F-150 motor that they made back then, or excursion motor or expedition motor. So let's just keep looking. This is how I was able to justify that it was a good deal. And this is how you can do the exact same thing with a hot rod, with a regular vehicle. Even if it has issues, you want to call around and calculate how much labor is going to be, and then find the parts, and then factor all that in if you're not mechanically inclined. But if you have a little bit of skill, like to work on things, then you can save even more money that way, but still use that leverage to get that better deal. But here's a 2001. It's red as well. Supercharged. They're all supercharged. $15,000, 95,000 miles. It's $1,100 below book. So this is 3 years older than the one I have. It is, it's got less miles, but still, yet it is, what is that? $9,000 more than the one I paid. Yes, I'm gonna have to rebuild the engine. I made sure that the block wasn't cracked. I made sure these little things that I go into more depth with, in the program. But that's besides the point right now. Just made sure it was good, and I built myself a huge profit margin just by scanning, showing you guys what I'm doing right here. 14.6 for this one, 104K miles. This is 4 years older than the one I have. And red always, always, always sells faster than silver, any other color. Red, it's crazy. If you ask car dealers what the fastest selling color is, it is red. The most popular color. It's just because it catches your eye so much. And it sounds dumb, but that's things that you have to take into consideration when you buy and sell vehicles like these or any type of vehicle. But 2001 Ford Lightning, they didn't make the green, so this is a custom paint job. 16.9 for this one, 81K miles. That's really low mileage. That custom paint job actually would hurt something like this. But, this is just verifying that I got, I'm going to be safe. Even if the motor, a whole crate engine, new, like out of the box, if you ordered one, is like $5,500 or $4,500. So even yet, I'll be in it, even at that price, at $4,500, I'd be in at $10,500. So I'm still so safe. Even if I sold it for, $13,000, I'm fine. $2,500 profits, amazing. And you get to enjoy it, and you get to drive it as fast as you want, play on it. Don't advise to say that. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, but I don't drive fast, I promise. But anyways, this is how I do it. 17.9, 82,000 miles. It's red. 4 years older than the one I have, though. So this is how I was able to verify that it was a good deal. Simply all I did. And you guys can do it too. But I just wanted to show you guys what I did. I wish I had a picture. I wish I was, it was in the background right now, me talking about it. It's raining here in Arkansas. But I'm so excited for something like this. This has been one of the trucks I've always wanted to have as a toy. They're just so, you can mod them so easy with that supercharger, pulley swap, all kinds of stuff. But I was able to take these little steps and make sure that I was setting myself up for a good profit margin. Yeah, it may be a little more work, but I'm working on something that's enjoyable, that I love to do. So it doesn't feel like work. It's not like I'm working on a Ford Escape or an Explorer or a regular F-150. It's a collector's truck. They only made a couple thousand of these trucks. And they're extremely sought after. The demand is there. I used Facebook to message all the ones within 500 miles of me or 300 miles of me. And, within 2 weeks, they were selling. Facebook notified me. Okay, this person sold his Ford Lightning, because they'll notify, every person you message, they'll notify you. And that's, a tip that I use to make sure that something you're investing your money in has that demand, so that you aren't holding on to something and have all your money in something that you can't get rid of. And after I did all this, then, I pursued the deal, bought it today, Black Friday, and, super excited. I can't wait to share the progress with you guys. But that's really it. Just make sure you know what you're investing your time in, and make sure you're getting a good deal. And is the, thing you're investing in, is there a demand in your area? And is it, on that steep decline, or is it, an ascending, like, is it the price increasing over time? Has it hit rock bottom and is it going back up like, a collector's truck like this? It probably hit rock bottom in like 2012, 2011-ish, and now they're only going to get more expensive as time goes on because people are, wrecking them, blowing them up, they're getting crushed, and then, that makes them even more rare. So demand goes up. So yeah, that's really how I was able to, get this super, super, super sick deal. I hope to show you guys, the exact truck I got maybe tomorrow when it quits raining. But for anybody that wants to, see, what we do in the group chat or anything like that, just click the first link. Jolie flipped, used $1,000 and turned it into like 2,600. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she more than doubled her money on her, first or second or third flip. I can't remember what it was, but watch that video. Super cool. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram or Caleb to watch, what we put on our story for what we're flipping or what we're working on, and what we are pursuing to make our next, profit, our big, chunk of change. And, direct messages if you have any questions. I would love for you guys to follow us. I'd love for, to connect with you guys, share your story with me, what your intentions are, and I would love to go from there to help you guys, or just, share what you flipped or anything like that. So just, take the second to, either click the first link for the flipping wheel stuff, the second two links, or the second two links for the Instagram pages, and see what that's all about. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing stuff like this. It's not, super flashy, but it is very informational. I don't want to take a ton of time to, really keep your attention and try and trick you into, having really cool audio quality. I just want to show you straight to the point how I do it and how you can do it just as easy. And it doesn't even have to be trucks. It can be four-wheelers. I've done four-wheelers, dirt bikes. I did a watch before, but I use the same method and, build that safe potential profit margin like I did on this F-150 on Black Friday. Let's go. Hope everybody has a great day. See you guys in the next video.